Alors aujourd'hui, nous avons rencontré l'association Women Aid Organization.
C'est une ONG qui se consacre à la défense des droits des femmes et qui lutte contre les violences domestiques faites aux femmes en Malaisie.
Mission is to end violence against women and to achieve the gender equality. So what we do is we advocate to help women and children that to help them escape from domestic violence. So we have a shelter. It's a temporary shelter for our women who needs a place to stay for a while, and then we provide them one. We are progress, but there's still glass ceiling, you know. We still can't reach it. Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm talking for in terms of work setting.
Okay.
If you enter officer level, like entry level, it doesn't matter if you're man or woman. If you can get the job done, then you get the job.
Mm-hmm.
But somehow, once you're in the organization and you want to step up into the leadership leadership level, there are glass ceiling that you can reach. It still happen in Malaysia. In universities here, we have a lot of women, a lot of girls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have a lot of girls compared to boys. I'm not sure where our boys are. But once we step up from the university, our girls are missing.
Okay.
So there is a gap there. So there's still a gap. Women's, we do better in schools, we do better in the universities, but once we step into the work environment, work opportunity, it just doesn't come to us. We're just missing. We don't discuss it openly, even in schools. I don't think we do teach in school, but they don't discuss it openly.
Okay.
And that's why we still have the menstrual poverty. It happened in our lower community, in the villages, but even in the city where we call it, what do we call it? It's a kind of like sub-city, sub-city where they have to live in the city because they're working here, but they only live, their financial status is not, up to what the city level is supposed to be. So it's still happening, the menstrual poverty here, but in terms of how we talk about it, I feel like now we talk more compared to before.
Yeah.
We tell, we have a workshop with our girls. We tell them, this is what period looks like. This is, this is what you're supposed to do, and then here and there, yada. But I mean, like, to say it was discussed among our community openly, I don't think so. No, actually, for me, I mean, and I feel like I can speak on behalf of the organization.
Yeah.
This is a topic that we should talk with our girls, especially the little girls. Once they understand us,
Yes.
we can teach them. Okay, this is a safe touch. You cannot let people to touch you here, there. Okay, this is what a menstrual looks like. But like in a very easy way for them to understand, and as they're getting older, teach them what's menstrual cup, what's a pad, what's a tampon, that kind of stuff. And I feel like it's not taboo actually to speak about it, to discuss about it openly. But what we're dealing here in Malaysia is the culture. Yeah, and this culture transcend every race and religion here. It doesn't matter Malay, Chinese, Indian. We kind of have like this shame culture. They don't talk about that. It's the private stuff. I'm not sure, but I feel like even my mom back in 70s, they already know what is tampon. It's just we don't sell it, and we don't have much of demand because of the culture. I think because of the culture.
It's because of
Culture, tampon. It looks like you kind of like can penetrate it into our vagina, right?
Yeah.
We have this culture where people say if you wear tampon, it will break your virginity.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You will no longer be a virgin. So how do you justify to your future husband that I don't have virginity because of tampon? I mean,
Yeah.
what is virginity anyway? I think if we advocate for it, I think we have a few shop that sells tampon, like Guardian, Watson's. I think they have now, and a local product that came out with tampon. And now people, women especially, women in social media are more open to talk about menstrual cup. Even in Malaysia, they even teach how to use a menstrual cup. And then we exchange a conversation. But if someone advocate, if one organization advocate for the use of tampon, then I think there will be demand of it. So, but I think now in Malaysia, and even before, the demand of between pad and tampon is always the pad. I think it's expensive, And actually, I did a breakdown between pads and menstrual cup because I wanted to try menstrual cup now. So I've been learning a lot about it. Because once you switch to menstrual cup, you can save kind of like a lot of 100 per month. Yeah, not per month. I think like per year. I'm not sure because for 1 week, if I'm using pad, I think around 50. Yeah, 50 ringgit.
Oh yeah, okay. Expensive.
Per month. So let me just calculate it.
So you would consider it as a luxury product or?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is.
It is.
I mean, like the sanitary pad thing is a privilege thing. That's why we still have the menstrual poverty.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually getting famous here, and we talk about it, how easy for it to when we sleep and then we use the menstrual underwear. So, but I think only a few products brand that came out with their products, like Cortex. I think Cortex have the breast. Yeah, but I'm not sure if it's accessible in the country. I mean, like in the villages community, because usually when I go back, when we went to do workshop with the girls at Kelantan, it's like a villages, and then there this store, just a small store that sells, a few things, but a little on women stuff.
Okay.
So, pad is there, but advanced thing like tampon or this woman menstrual underwear, it's not there. It's only accessible in the city.
Yeah.
Actually, it is because we have a few others organization, non-profit organization who talk about menstrual. Even our organization, we do talk about menstrual, but not in a very specific way because that's not something that, I mean, like our advocacy is different.
Yeah.
We advocate for women and children to have a safe, life. But these organizations like Awam, they talk, they advocate for this menstrual thing. So yeah, it is among the organization itself, not in the government level. So as a non-profit, that's what we do. We push for something like this. We advocate for something like this, spread awareness on something like this. But our government, they will not talk about this.